What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Are you getting information right now?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce in my bag, Swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now listen, I
yes.
just want you to know people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people.
Okay. Is it working?
You're going to keep looking at me, and I'm going to keep looking back. We at least ought to know each other, and I'm Hillary Rodham.
And what's your name? I couldn't remember my name.
Monica Lewinsky is back in the news.
Well, she's perfectly free to do that. She is, in my view, an American who gets to express herself however she chooses. But that's, not something that I spent a lot of time thinking about.
Really?
Really.
Have you ever said the phrase, "You've just made a very powerful enemy"?
No, but I've thought it.
But, and the American people could have known that within days, and they didn't know that.
With all due respect, the fact is we had 4 dead Americans. Was it because of a protest, or was it because of guys out for a walk one night who decided they'd go kill some Americans? What difference at this point does it make? It is our job to figure out what happened and do everything we can to prevent it from ever happening again, Senator.
Do you have a skiff in your home?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and who else was at your home? Were you alone?
I was alone, yes.
The whole night?
Well, yes, the whole night.
Well, I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any in-person briefings? I don't find it funny at all.
I'm sorry, a little note of levity at 7:15.
Well, I mean,
well aware of that. When I made that statement, the Chinese government turned off the television so that their people could not hear me say it. I have said it consistently. I've written about it. I am on record as saying that over and over again.
14 years ago, you were First Lady. Today, you're Secretary of State. There's a big difference. Why didn't you say it as Secretary of State?
I just did.
That's helpful.
Is the U.S. involved with any procuring of weapons, transfer of weapons, buying, selling, anyhow transferring weapons to Turkey out of Libya?
To Turkey?
We had a pretty good economy under Bush except for the last year.
No, we've had a really, in the last 7 years, the typical American family's lost $1,000 in income. Their energy costs have gone up $2,000. The average tax cut that they got out of whatever he was doing was $600. People are net losers under the Bush economy. They were net winners under the Clinton economy.
The more I learn about these proposed rules by the Bush administration, the more appalled I am and the more determined I am to stop them.
I suppose I could have stayed home and baked cookies and had teas, but what I decided to do was to fulfill my profession, which I entered before my husband was in public life.
I am so grateful to him for a lifetime of all kinds of experiences.
Wait, you want me to tell you what my husband thinks? My husband is not the Secretary of State. I am. So you ask my opinion, I will tell you my opinion. I'm not going to be channeling my husband.
Did you call her a narcissistic Looney Tune?
I am not going to comment on what I did or did not say back in the late 90s.
I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette.
If calling for equal pay and paid leave and women's health is playing the gender card, then deal me in. I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
You can always tell when the Republicans are restless because the vice president's motorcade pulls into the Capitol and Darth Vader emerges.
You are presiding over a failed policy. Given your track record, Secretary Rumsfeld, why should we believe your assurances now?
My goodness.
Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. Shame on you, Barack Obama. It is time you ran a campaign consistent with your messages in public. That's what I expect from you. Meet me in Ohio. Let's have a debate. I was fighting against those ideas when you were practicing law and representing your contributor, Resco, in his slum landlord business in inner city Chicago. Making change is not about what you believe. It's not about a speech you make. It is about working hard. I want to make change, but I've already made change. I will continue to make change. I'm not just running on a promise of change. I'm running on 35 years of change.
You supported raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
You know, wait a minute.
That's just not accurate.
Come on. I have stood on the debate stage with Senator Sanders 8 prior times.
Excuse me.
I have said the
Secretary,
exact same
Senator,
thing.
please.
If we can raise it to 15 in New York or Los Angeles or Seattle, let's do it.
If you're both screaming.
The kind of criticism that we've heard from Senator Sanders about our president, I expect from Republicans. I do not expect from someone running for the Democratic nomination to succeed President Obama.
That is wondering, does he intimidate you, Donald Trump?
No.
That's what you just gave me the look. You just gave me the look.
Yeah. Donald Trump's ideas aren't just different. They are dangerously incoherent. They're not even really ideas, just a series of bizarre rants, personal feuds, and outright lies. He is not just unprepared. He is temperamentally unfit to hold an office that requires knowledge, stability, and immense responsibility. This is not someone who should ever have the nuclear codes, because it's not hard to imagine Donald Trump leading us into a war just because somebody got under his very thin skin.